Our National Museum is meant to be the prestigious platform to showcase India's extraordinary history and heritage. We filmed here 2 years ago and found that sadly the National Museum had become a national shame. We returned 2 years later on the occasion of World Museum Day to find that very little has changed. This is one of the first galleries you'll enter in the museum, the famous Harappa Gallery. Its most iconic piece, the 4,500-year-old dancing girl of Mohenjo-daro. You would imagine then that the dancing girl has a pride of place in this gallery, but that's far from the truth. 2 years ago, we asked why the statuette was displayed in such a nondescript way. This was the answer. ये जो dancing girl है, इसको हम थोड़ा सा prominently ज़्यादा नहीं display कर सकते हैं?
नहीं, कर क्यों नहीं सकते? करने में तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, लेकिन सारे एंगल उसके देखने पड़ते हैं उसकी जो है, क्योंकि ये स्टूडेंट्स के लिए न्यूड फिगर होने के कारण जो है, इसको हम अपनी संस्कृति के हिसाब से हम इतने तक ही, जितना ये डिस्प्ले है, इतने तक ही उचित समझते हैं कि यहीं तक ही ठीक है।
The dancing girl, referred to as a nude figure that needs to be hidden away from the eyes of visiting school children, is shocking. But there's no one else here we can raise this question with. 2 years ago, this gallery was curated by D.P. Sharma, who left for Banaras without a handover. Since then, this post has been empty. So is the post of the deputy curator. Those posts were vacant then, as they are 2 years later. In fact, today the view of the dancing girl is even more obscure, with steel trunks, a ladder, an odd AC transformer blocking it. The dancing girl then becomes a symbol of both the conceptual and physical decay in the National Museum. What's worse, there seems to be no urgency to fix some of the serious lapses. Damp walls remain the same. Technically, the Central Public Works Department or CPWD is responsible for the physical maintenance, but they seem least interested in addressing the problem. Poor signage then as it is now. For example, walk into this gallery and all you will see is a one-word sign, Ikshvaku, a cryptic reference to the Ikshvaku dynasty, but there's no other information either on the dynasty or the artifacts on display. Take the lighting. Last time we had to hound the authorities to fix light bulbs. This place feels as dull as a funeral parlor, but it's actually a gallery that houses our Gandhara treasures. It's quite unbelievable actually that in this entire panel of lighting, only 2 are actually working. 2 years later, I'm repeating the same thing. Spectacular stone sculptures dating back to the 8th century AD, but appallingly lit as no one's bothered to change the light bulbs which are fused. The physical decay is compounded by serious conceptual problems that erode this institution, like the absence of catalogues, publications, sophisticated guidebooks, outreach activities. The list is endless. There's no way this mess can be justified, as the museum does not lack funds. Its planned budget was 10 crores in 2010-2011 and 8 crores this year. The non-planned budget comes to the same amount, so in a given year the museum has a working budget of anything between 16 to 20 crores. The real problem, the utter absence of trained personnel, persists. 26 out of 32 senior posts in the National Museum are vacant, some for more than a decade. 60% of the technical posts are also vacant. 5 years ago, the Ministry of Culture, which controls the museum, declared that the post of the Director General of the museum would be freed from the bureaucracy, that is, freed from the UPSC. A committee was formed to find a trained professional to head the museum. But 5 years later, that person is yet to be found.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news in your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.